Right, I want to show you another technique, or the start of another technique. Because you can do the mirror image, it means you can back to back some of the designs. And this bauble set, you can really make some beautiful 3D baubles depending on how many layers you put in there. But I'll take you through and show you step by step what each, if you use 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers, the effect you're going to get. Anyway, the basic principle, no matter what size you're using or what shape of bauble or double image that you're using, it's the same technique. So choose the papers, sizes that you want. I've chosen this, and I printed out 6. So actually, no, 3 of each. 3 mirror and 3 at the top. I've cut this one in half ready. All you have to do now is cut around the edge. Now this is a case where it's much better to leave a white border all the way around. Now I prepare mine into little piles, but before that I just need to crease them. Now if you've got a design like this, you can see a top and a bottom, then you just score down here. Some of the designs are a little bit ambiguous here at the top, so it helps if you do it on a cutting board and try and line the straight line going through, because getting this is as perfect as possible helps your finished item look really good. So basically all you do is you put a ruler. I normally use a Perspex ruler, clear one, so I can see, but this is fine. And I've got an embossing tool here, but you could use an old ballpoint pen that's got no ink in it. It can do the same. I'm just going to score down there because I want that to fold. So first of all, what I do is I just fold that there, and because I've creased it, it will automatically crease perfectly and go in half like that. Then fold it over and go the opposite way, like so. And then to get a really, really good crease, take a boning tool and just crease that down so you get lovely sharp creases. Now, do that to as many as you want. Now I've got the flat part shading on the ribbon here, so I know it's that one. So I've cut out, let me just check this is right. No, that's the other way. So that's this way. So what I've done, I've pre-made a load of different baubles. Now they're all the tops, and they're all the bottoms. And at this stage, from experience, put them in little sliding wallets like I've got here, this one. Just keeps them organised, keeps your centrality. Keeps you mentally alert, obviously, but it helps you when you're getting on a bit and you kind of, or just separate them. Just makes life easier. Now, what you do now is take one. So there's one folded, and I'm taking one from the opposite side. Now, I'm trying to do this back to front, but I'm not going to bother. I need to see it, so I do apologise. So you can see how those now go together perfectly, and you can stick those together. Now you can use whatever glue you want, but I've got a glue pen here because I like using this with this. And you'll see this as we build it up. I always choose one side, and it's usually this side for me, being left-handed, and I just put my glue on there and try and go to, not right up to the edge, but you know, cover it. And then the best way of doing it, I find, is just to lie it flat, get the 2 points together, and then just fold that over like so. And then you can see they actually match perfectly. So you can go down like that, and then you can press it down. I've got the top of my glue pen here, and then that's the first stage. So you could have that in the middle of a card. Got a card here, and you stick that down one side, stick that down the other, and then when you open the card you get that effect. That's just using 2 of the cutout baubles. So that's 2 baubles stuck together. I'm going to fold that over again, And I've got the opposite one here. What you need to make sure is that I've got the straight line there, and that's that one, so I need a straight line on the other side. Is that one? That's it. You see there, you've got a straight line there, straight line there, and again, fold that down, and I'm just going to stick them together using this glue pen. And there you can see you've got 3 stuck together. So when you open it up, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides being shown. And then it's just a question of adding as many layers as you want. So that's using 3. I'm going to add another one, 4. Make sure you've got the right side. That's matching up with that side there. And just using my glue pen. And there you can see you've got 4 stuck together there. And then you just keep adding as many as you want. This is 5. Now at this stage, I'll just show you that. From 4 onwards, or 3 even, you can open that up there and use it inside a card like a concertina thing, like a really nice one of those lovely ones. But at this stage, you can also start turning these into hangers. So you need to have an even number. So if I put one on there, but you can then start making Christmas decorations to hang anywhere you want to. So that's the same technique, but the more layers you add, the more intricate it's going to look. So that's using 5. Now this is my 6th one I'm adding. And you can see how more intricate the design becomes in 3D. And that's it, just turned into a bauble, a hanging bauble. Now this one here, I've gone up to 8 of the baubles, 4 of each, top and a bottom, or top and mirror. And that gives you a wonderful effect there inside a card. Now I've got to make sure you have a look at all the different demonstrations, projects, making cards, and you'll be able to see different ways of taking this technique but creating it in many different ways. And if you do it yourself, you take a picture of it, please send it to us. I love seeing what you're making. So that's with 8, and I just want to show you the last one. Actually, I'll just show you this quickly. That one there, if you turned it into a bauble, would be really good. And you've also got one here, the last one, and that was using 12 of the baubles, and you really get a really nice full-bodied Christmas tree decoration there. Or if you want to use it in the card, you can stick those down. I've got in one of the videos, make sure you watch, you'll see a technique. There's 2 ways. You can either just stick that down and that will flop open like that when you open the card, but I've got a technique where you can turn that into keep it like that and it slides in. I'll tell you what, watch that video, and I'll show you all the different projects have got slightly different angles coming at each technique. So that's the 12, and I say that could be turned into a beautiful bauble. And the good thing about these as well is that they can fold back down, so if you want to use these year in year out, you can do that. Now I just want to give you a few tips on joining them together. Now I like to use just simple. It's just a little paper clip like that, just a little paper clip, and then you just take the two pieces here and just discreetly find a discreet area. You might want to use two if it's a bigger one, and that just slots over there. Come on, slot over, and that keeps them together. Now you can either put that in a position where it's more disguised. You can hang a little bit of thread here, and you've got a lovely 3D design. And then you can take the clip out when it's Christmas is over, and you can put your bauble nice and flat. Another alternative is if you want to get some of the Velcro, you can get Velcro dots, you can get all sorts, or you can get a long strip like this.
Hook and eye.
Hook and eye. Yeah, it's a hook and eye, so it is. And then you can cut these to the sizes you want and stick on the back, so you've got a little Velcro tab where you can put those together and stick those together. Alternatively, although I don't like doing this because it gets a bit confusing, you can use your glue pen. Now I've used it to stick this all together, but I've stuck them immediate. It just means that this is a glue pen where when you put it on and it's wet, put them together, they're stuck for life. If you put it on and let that glue dry, it's still tacky, so that could be an option, to put a little bit of glue on there, a little bit of glue on there, let it dry, and then you just stick them together. And then when you want to pull them apart, but then you end up with sticky backs here. And what I would normally do if I had something like that is I would just get some scrap paper and just push it down onto the paper and store it that way.